Hello, everyone. My name is Sean McCullen, and I am the news director of the Bellmore-Merrick Broadcasting Program. And Hannah, we have a little bit of a surprise for you today. Hannah Broxmeyer is the second producer ever in B&B history to produce 50 episodes of her show Midweek Update. The first was, well, her mentor, Louis Saracini, and she gets to join an elite club. So, Hannah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you everyone for watching the show while I've been here, and we're not done yet, so let's roll the intro.
Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set.
5 count.
5, 4, 3.
Hey Mepham, welcome back to the Midweek Update.
This week, we took a closer look at the Human Interest Feature Package, an Arts and Cultures Feature Package, a news story, and a look at St Baldricks.
This and more as we take a look at what's going on this week on Midweek Update. I'm Jacob Sardoui.
And I'm Jake Mano, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the MeBe show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
We got to hear from Ryan last week, but what was your favorite part of California, Jake?
I mean, it had to be being able to travel across the country with my closest friends and compete with them.
That does sound really fun.
I mean, yeah, maybe next year you could be there.
All right, let's stop. This sounds like an episode of Around Campus. After watching last week's episode, I was wondering, is that what the Mano dinner table is really like?
Yeah, I just love playing Madden whenever I can.
Something I really love is skateboarding.
Man, I've always wanted to try skateboarding.
While you were busy making your sports commentary, another group went to a skate shop in California.
I wish I could have gone to buy a board.
They found some amazing boards at Pharmacy Skate Shop. This group found this place based off of their prompt of behind the scenes with the category of human interest feature.
Hannah Broxmeyer, Lily Yepes, Jake Lofreese, and Emma Santiago had 6 hours to create this amazing package.
Long Beach, California is notorious for their long-living skateboarding culture. Pharmacy is a skate shop that shines light onto the aspects of the community that we don't always get to see.
Pharmacy is all about pretty much helping people if we can, the youth, having a spot to go when you're young, it's important.
The skateboarding we see on magazines doesn't happen overnight. Matt Allen has been sponsored and skating for Pharmacy since he was 13, and there's a lot more work, drive, and commitment that goes into being a pro that you might not expect.
Hustle, you know, it's not as easy as it might seem. And it takes a lot of passion, so.
It's clear why the skateboard community takes pride in their craft. It's the shared love for a sport and the array of passions that brings these people together. Aside from the euphoric and pure satisfaction of landing a trick, it's the behind-the-scenes culture within this community.
And when they started skating, they found something they enjoyed and, you know, became part of a community or like a family in sort of a way.
As far as what goes on behind the scenes, I mean, I think it's just everyone trying to chase their dreams, you know.
Reporting for STN, I'm Lily Yepes.
That was incredible.
Jacob, now I really want to go buy a board.
I really don't think that's a good idea right now, Jake.
Come on, you can go pick it out with me.
Maybe after the show, but for now, I do have something more important to be doing.
What is that? Because I'm getting kind of hungry.
That's even better than your skateboard idea.
Why is the next package about food or something?
Yes, our arts and culture feature group went to a farmer's market to complete their task.
With the prompt Fish Out of Water, James Bickham, Tyler Steinberg, Sid Alicetti, and Michaela Dalby took a bite out of this amazing story. See what I did there?
Yeah, I do, and it was just bad. But anyways, let's just take a look.
Long Beach is a well-known modern industrial city in California, but what you may not expect from the sea of famous people and places is to turn on East 4th Street and find a farmer's market.
I think that there should be farmers markets everywhere, but here in particular in downtown, because it's a downtown area, so we gotta have access to some fresh stuff in dense cities where there's usually not access to this kind of stuff, yeah.
The farmer's market is truly a win-win for not only the people trying to sell their product, but all the people that attend as well.
Farmers market becomes a safe space for a lot of people. We have it just becomes a place where you come and you meet, and you become friends with the local farmers and the vendors, and so then it just becomes a sense of community where people feel safe. They meet new people, they could enjoy good food and talk about where their food is coming from, connecting with food in different ways.
Yeah, having something like this, being able to meet the community and be able to speak to people, be able to help people out directly, give them fresh food, it's amazing, it's awesome. And we also love being in LA with all the resources that we have. We can go get just about anything we need in any direction. That's amazing. We have access to so much different stuff here, so it's pretty awesome.
Overall, the farmers market is just a great way for the community to connect with each other and just improve interactions. Can I get an apple?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. For STN, I'm Sid El Seti.
That apple looked amazing at the end, along with the rest of Sid's stand-ups.
It was really just a great storyline, and it was told really well.
They luckily had a beautiful day to film that.
Yes, it was like 70s, and overall the weather held up pretty nicely while we were there.
That's good. I know there have been some weather changes in Cali recently.
Our news team was there to help tell the story. Sean McQuillan, Maya Stone, Brianna Boland, and Shane Hansen were given the prompt, recent rainfall affecting Long Beach.
They had the challenge of also telling it in only 6 hours.
I would think of California as one of the sunniest states in the country, where rain is a very rare occurrence. Meanwhile, in the last few months, there has been a rapid increase in rainfall affecting the daily lives of Long Beach residents.
And there's a lot more puddles on the streets and whatnot. And I work down in the port a little bit, and so we've been having to work in the rain a little bit. But it's nice to see that we are getting more water stored, hopefully, and snow in the mountains and whatnot.
For me, it does affect a little bit. I fly right now, so I've been flying private planes and things like that. And mainly the clouds and the weather, I'm not trained to fly up in those, so it does affect my job in terms of I can't fly as much as I normally would.
Like downtown, there's puddles everywhere. Like it's been raining so much here. Like this is the most important one right here, though, you know. But also, like if you go downtown to your right, there's a lot of like puddles like on like PCH.
After January's unseasonable rainfall totals, the city drained this puddle. After the atmospheric river over the past 2 weeks, the puddle is back. This winter, the average rainfall changed rapidly. The average amount of rain in the month of March is 0.41 inches, but this year, in the first 2 weeks of March, Long Beach has had 2.69 inches of rain.
Yeah, but you know what they say, it never rains in Southern California, right?
Maybe not in the month of March. For STN, I'm Maya Stone.
They've been getting more rain than here in New York.
I loved hearing from so many people how the weather affected their everyday work and personal lives.
I wonder if the weather will continue to look good for the start of the spring sports season.
BNB's Luke Yepes has your midweek update in sports.
Hello, Mepham, and welcome back to your midweek in Mepham Sports. Finally, spring sports has sprung, and we are in full swing of the last sports season of this school year. Let's start with our baseball team, who smoked New Hyde Park on Monday 14-0, and have their final game of the series on Thursday. Our softball team plays against MacArthur today after finishing their last game against Clark yesterday. Next, our boys lacrosse team also has a game today against Division, while our girls lacrosse team had a game yesterday at MacArthur. Good luck to our boys lacrosse team on their game. Moving on to track, who opened their season on Monday at New Hyde Park at the same time as the baseball team. They traveled to Valley Stream North in search of good weather and fast times on Saturday. Finally, our girls flag football team had a game yesterday against Roosevelt. I think that's all I have for you guys in midweek in Mepham Sports. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, and make sure you tune in to the first installment of my podcast, Sheep in the Meadow. For BNB, I'm Luke Yepes, and now back to you guys in the studio.
Something else that affects the lives of many was the event that happened last week.
BNB's Ariel Budrum is here to introduce your next segment.
Thanks, Jacob. It's finally good to be back on air. Last week was the annual St Baldricks event that helped raise money for childhood cancer. Throughout this incredible night, we got to hear from many stories from cancer survivors. One in particular is the Corcoran family.
March 22nd, 2023. The Mepham Gym was hectic with hundreds of Mepham students and people around the community, all with one common goal, to make a difference.
All the time and the advertisement and word of mouth. I even had people from work ask me about this event because they were looking to shave their heads, so I gave them the information. So all that makes everything, just promoting it makes it huge, and it means a lot.
St Baldricks continues to change the lives of childhood cancer patients year after year. Even in places such as our very own Mepham High School, just this year, Mepham High School has raised $67,000 for St Baldricks. But this event is more about just than raising money. The Corkins experienced one of their most emotional moments when their son James Corkin took his seat.
It's very emotional. I'm very proud of him. We had no idea why he was growing his hair, and then he told us that he was growing his hair so he could shave it for his sister.
I'm absolutely blown away by, everything, he's done. So supportive, and to do this is like, like beyond words, I'm proud, you know.
This heartwarming moment was 2 years in the making for James, and to say this meant the world to Kayla and the rest of the Corkins is an understatement, to say the least.
It means a lot because I went through a lot and whatever, and my brother, he grew out his hair since like it happened, and he shaved his head for it, and I think that is really important.
They say the relationship between family is the most important bond there is, but the bond between this family is special. For B&B, I'm Jake Mano.
She's my sister, and I love her.
Thanks, Jake, for such a heartwarming story. There are many stories all around the community just like this one. Thanks to everyone again who donated that night for such a great cause. Now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Ariel. That was such a special story, and I'm so happy I got to see such a wonderful event.
There are always events happening here at Mepham, and my favorite one is coming up this week.
Wait, now I'm confused because I thought Mr. Mepham was your favorite event, and that already happened.
No, you're right. I do love Mr. Mepham, but I really do love the spring musical just as much.
B&B's AJ Laverdier has more about the upcoming performance.
Thanks, guys. I'm AJ Laverdier here at the Mepham Auditorium, where later this week, Mepham High School will go back 65 years and turn into Rydell High School, and Skull and Bones will finally perform the long-awaited spring musical, Grease. A storied tale of high school love and drama in the 1950s. It's a show with all the bells and whistles you could possibly ask for. Everybody in Skull and Bones has been working very hard on this, so if you can, you have to see this amazing musical. They have been so excited to perform. If this show is one that you want to come see, come on down either this Friday at 7 p.m. or Saturday at 2 p.m. or 7 p.m., and there'll be an entrance fee of $15. For B&B, I'm AJ Laverdier. Now back to you guys in the studio.
AJ, and I look forward to seeing you at the show.
Until then, I'm Jake Mano.
And I'm Jacob Sardoui, and we'll see you all next midweek. Oh. Great job, Jake. Fall. Great job.